The Miller's Tale, love, laughter, and a bit of chaos. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into one of Geoffrey Chaucer's most hilarious and outrageous stories, The Miller's Tale. If The Knight's Tale was noble and romantic, this one is the complete opposite, a wild mix of love, lust, and ridiculous tricks. So grab your tankard of ale, this one's going to get messy. In the Canterbury Tales, it's the miller, a burly and rowdy man, who insists on telling his story after the night. But instead of knights and chivalry, the miller gives us a bawdy, mischievous tale about an old carpenter, a clever student, and a very flirtatious young wife. Once upon a time, in the university town of Oxford, there lived a rich but foolish carpenter named John. He had a young and beautiful wife named Alison, just 18, lively, and full of charm. John was much older, and terribly jealous. He tried to keep Alison locked away so no other man could steal her heart. But as Chaucer says, cages are made for birds that still long to fly. Living in the same house was Nicholas, a clever and charming student who rented a room from the carpenter. Nicholas studied astronomy by day, but by night, he had his eyes on Alison. One afternoon, while John was away, Nicholas began flirting with her. At first, Alison resisted, but soon, she whispered, "If you can fool my husband, we can be together." And so, the plotting began. But wait, another man was in love with Alison too, Absalom, the local parish clerk. He was neat, clean, and hopelessly romantic. He sang under her window, sent her gifts, and even combed his hair with holy water. But Alison wanted nothing to do with him. Nicholas, the clever scholar, came up with a ridiculous idea to get John out of the way. He told the carpenter that he had discovered a great flood was coming, just like Noah's flood in the Bible. To survive, Nicholas said, they must each build a bathtub boat and hang it from the ceiling. When the flood came, they'd cut the ropes and float away. Poor John believed every word. That night, he hung the tubs and climbed into one, praying for safety. Meanwhile, Nicholas and Alison climbed quietly down and spent the night together, laughing at how easily they'd fooled him. But the night wasn't over. Absalom arrived at Alison's window, whispering, "Sweet lady, one kiss before I go." Alison, feeling playful, agreed, but when Absalom leaned in, she stuck her bare bottom out the window, and he kissed that instead. Humiliated, Absalom ran to the blacksmith, grabbed a hot poker, and returned for revenge. Meanwhile, Nicholas and Alison were still laughing. Hearing Absalom call again, Nicholas decided to play the same trick. He stuck his backside out the window, but this time, Absalom was ready. With one swing, sizzle. He burned Nicholas with a red-hot iron. Nicholas screamed in pain, shouting, "Water! Water!" Hearing the cries, the terrified carpenter thought the flood had come. He cut the ropes holding his tub, crashed to the floor, and broke his arm. The neighbors rushed in to find the house in chaos, John moaning, Nicholas burned, and Alison pretending to be innocent. When the story spread, everyone laughed and said, "The carpenter's wife has played him well." And that, my friends, is The Miller's Tale, a story filled with foolish husbands, clever lovers, and one very unfortunate kiss. It's Chaucer's way of reminding us that while the knight's world is full of honor, the miller's world is full of humanity, flawed, funny, and oh so real. So next time you hear a clever plan, just remember, sometimes the joke's on the one who believes it too easily. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and join me next time for another classic from the Canterbury Tales, The Pardoner's Tale, a dark story about greed, death, and the price of sin.